Welcome to Med in 5. The goal of our channel is to simplify medical concepts and help you understand them crisis-free. This episode dissects the mitochondrion, the cell's powerhouse. Try these cues before we start. What mitochondrial waste products can lead to oxidative stress? Which mitochondrial system generates most of the cell's ATP? Which muscle fiber type contains the most mitochondria? Let's go. The mitochondrion produces most of the cell's adenosine triphosphate, or ATP, the molecule that stores the cell's usable energy. Cells spend ATP to power various activities. To make ATP, mitochondria mainly use glucose and fatty acids as fuel. Amino acids may also be used to make ATP, but only after being transformed into molecules the mitochondrion can use. As mitochondria produce ATP, some electrons escape the electron transport chain, the cell's biggest ATP-producing system, and react with oxygen, forming reactive oxygen species. Excessive ROS can damage proteins, lipids, and DNA, a condition called oxidative stress, which may be neutralized by antioxidants like vitamin C. Mitochondria help regulate apoptosis, or program cell death, by releasing signal molecules that trigger damaged or unnecessary cells to self-destruct. These organelles also absorb and release calcium ions to help regulate muscle contraction, cell communication, and enzyme activity while preventing harmful calcium buildup inside the cell. In steroid-producing cells, mitochondria convert cholesterol into pregnenolone, the first step in steroid hormone synthesis. Examples of such hormones include cortisol and aldosterone in the adrenal cortex, estrogen and progesterone in the ovaries, and testosterone in Leydig cells. In brown fat cells, mitochondria generate heat through a process known as uncoupled respiration. Instead of making ATP, energy is released as heat, helping maintain body temperature, especially in newborns. The outer mitochondrial membrane surrounds the organelle and acts as a protective boundary. It contains transport proteins that direct the movement of small molecules in and out of the mitochondrion. The inner mitochondrial membrane is the chief site of the ETC, protein complexes involved in energy production. The membrane's tight structure allows efficient energy transfer, while its folds, called cristae, increase surface area for more ATP production. ATP synthase is an enzyme in the cristae that uses proton flow to convert ADP and phosphate into ATP. The matrix is the mitochondrion's inner compartment where the Krebs cycle breaks down fuels to produce electron carriers, such as NADH and FADH2, which feed the ETC. The matrix also handles fatty acid breakdown and contains mitochondrial DNA and ribosomes for limited protein synthesis. The ETC, the core machinery of aerobic or oxygen-driven ATP production, comprises membrane complexes that pass electrons step by step during cellular respiration. The released energy pumps protons across the membrane, creating a gradient that drives ATP production. Mitochondrial DNA carries genes needed to make some mitochondrial proteins and allows limited self-replication. Mitochondrial ribosomes translate these genes to produce proteins used inside the organelle, maintaining mitochondrial function independently from the nucleus. Mitochondrial granules are dense particles in the matrix that store and regulate ions, especially calcium and phosphate. Mitochondria are most abundant in cells with high energy demand. In neurons, they're concentrated at the axon ends in presynaptic terminals to power neurotransmitter release and fast signaling. Slow-twitch muscle fibers contain many mitochondria, myoglobin, and capillaries. They appear red and are suited for endurance activities, such as maintaining posture and long-distance running. Fast-twitch fibers have fewer mitochondria and less myoglobin, so they appear lighter and are better for quick, powerful movements like sprinting and rapid eye movements. Most skeletal muscles contain a mix of fiber types. Some muscles are predominantly slow twitch, such as the soleus. Others have a higher proportion of fast twitch fibers, such as the extraocular muscles. In humans, 3 cell types lack mitochondria for different reasons. Mature red blood cells are specialized for maximal oxygen transport. Lens cells must maintain transparency. Keratinized cells at the skin barrier are dead cells that function as structural protection. Let's review. What mitochondrial waste products can lead to oxidative stress? Answer: ROS. Which mitochondrial system generates most of the cell's ATP? Answer: ETC. Which muscle fiber type contains the most mitochondria? Answer: slow twitch fibers. All correct. Destroyer. Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. Keep learning with Medin 5.